Defence Minister Rajnath Singh speaks to the Chief of Army Staff to take stock of the ongoing encounter in Jammu's Doda. 4 Army personnel, including an Army captain, have been killed in an encounter following a joint operation launched by the Army and the Jammu and Kashmir Police on Monday evening. After the Mahayuti's landslide defeat in the recent Lok Sabha elections, more cracks seem to be appearing in the BJP-led alliance in the state of Maharashtra. In a major move, the Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena and Pawar's NCP camp will conduct their own surveys ahead of the Maharashtra state elections. A fresh debate has erupted in Karnataka over differential pricing for the procurement of rice. BJP MLC N. Ravi Kumar has raised concerns in the Legislative Council about the disparity in rice prices procured. Noting the difference of around 5 rupees per kg, he questioned the disparity within the same government, asking why the Food and Civil Supplies Department is paying more and where the additional money is going. The Karnataka government has now responded to the notice from the National Commission for Scheduled Castes on the misuse of the Scheduled Caste Scheduled Tribe funds for guarantees. Dismissing the charges of funds diversion, the Karnataka government stated that the guarantee schemes are hugely beneficial to the people of the state. In a shocking development, the Madras High Court has ruled that it has reasons to believe that the 2018 police firing at the Sterlite copper plant in Thoothukudi was a predetermined act. The High Court also said that the firing that killed 13 unarmed people was carried out by the authorities at the behest of one industrialist. The Supreme Court has admitted a writ petition filed by the Nagaland government over the centre's 1.5-year-old order denying prosecution of 30 army personnel accused of killing 13 civilians in a botched-up operation to ambush what the personnel believed were militants. The BJP's tally in the Rajya Sabha went further down after 4 members completed their term, making it its task of pushing legislation tough. Those retiring include Rakesh Sinha, Ram Shakal, Sonal Mansingh and Mahesh Malani. They were chosen as non-aligned members by the President on the advice of the ruling party. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin condemns the Karnataka government for refusing to release Kaveri water to the state of Tamil Nadu. M.K. Stalin also called for an all-party meeting, which was headed by the Tamil Nadu Water Resources Minister Durai Murugan today. Teachers in Uttar Pradesh's Lucknow are protesting for the second consecutive week against the newly implemented biometric attendance system mandated by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's government. The protest centers on the digital attendance system, which has been compulsory since the 8th of July. Teachers argue that this system is impractical as it requires them to mark their attendance online daily, which is often challenging due to various circumstances. The system has now been paused. The Delhi police will likely file the charge sheet today in connection with the case of assault on Aam Aadmi Party MP Swati Maliwal, allegedly by the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's aide Bibhav Kumar. Now, the police have also almost concluded the investigation and they are ready to file the charge sheet against Kumar at the Thees Hazari court. So far, the police have prepared an over 1,000-page charge sheet with the security staff who were deployed at the residence of Kejriwal when the alleged incident took place as witnesses. Following heavy rainfall in Gujarat, the IMD has issued a red alert for districts Chota Udaipur, Narmada, Bharuch, Surat, Navsari and Valsad districts. Heavy downpour in Gujarat's Narmada since the morning has led to a part of a road from Rajpipla village to Dediyapada getting washed away. Although the rain has stopped and water levels have receded, the devastation led to bridges getting washed away and many roads connecting villages have been cut off. Harbhajan Singh has issued an apology after disability rights groups hit out at Yuvraj Singh and co. over a viral video. He issued a clarification after the legendary Indian cricketer and members of the India champion side were called out by disability rights groups for allegedly mocking people with disabilities in a video. The Pakistan government has announced that the former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's party, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, will be banned for its alleged involvement in anti-state activities. The announcement by the Information Minister, Ataullah Tarar, on Monday came days after the Supreme Court handed a major legal victory to the PTI by declaring its eligibility for a share of seats reserved in national and provincial assemblies. Meanwhile, legal troubles mount for the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan. They are far from over, as the Lahore police have arrested him in connection with a dozen cases, including the attack on the Corps Commander's house, lodged against the cricketer-turned-politician over the May 9th riots. The formal arrest of the founder of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf came days after the National Accountability Bureau secured an 8-day remand of Khan. China and Russia kicked off a joint exercise at a military port in southern China days after NATO allies called Beijing a Ukraine war enabler. The Chinese Defense Ministry said in a brief statement that the operation had nothing to do with international and regional situations and didn't target any third party. The exercise began in Guangdong province and is expected to last until mid-July. Donald Trump has named former never-Trumper Republican and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as his vice presidential nominee. The Republican National Convention delegates formally selected Vance after Trump announced on his social media platform that he had chosen him after lengthy deliberation and a thought. Vance is a Yale-educated venture capitalist and author of the best-selling memoir turned film Hillbilly Elegy. U.S. President Joe Biden dismissed Donald Trump's newly picked running mate, J.D. Vance, as a clone of the Republican former president. Biden has called Vance a clone of Trump on the issues as his re-election prepared to resume the full-throttle campaigning after the assassination attempt on the former President Trump. U.S. President Joe Biden pledged to meet Donald Trump for another presidential debate in September after he was heavily criticized for his performance in their previous encounter last month. A Florida judge appointed by Donald Trump has dismissed the criminal case against the former president on charges of mishandling top-secret documents, saying the way that the special counsel Jack Smith was appointed was improper. The decision is a huge victory for Trump, who had been accused of endangering national security by holding onto top-secret documents after leaving the White House. Israel launches new Gaza strikes after weekend attack kills scores in a safe zone. Israel struck the southern and central Gaza Strip to put more pressure on Hamas following a weekend strike targeting the militant group's leadership, which killed scores of Palestinians who had sought shelter in a makeshift camp. A storm that brought heavy rainfall to eastern Afghanistan killed at least 35 people. Many others were injured across the Nangarhar province. Among the dead were 5 members of the same family who were killed when the roof of their house collapsed in Surkron district. Spanish players celebrated their European Championship victory with an open-top bus parade through Madrid last night. Hundreds of fans lined up along the roads of the Spanish capital and welcomed the Euro champions, who beat England 2-1 in the final on Sunday. Star French forward Kylian Mbappe will be unveiled as a Real Madrid player today. Around 80,000 supporters are attending Mbappe's presentation at the Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. Remember, the La Liga heavyweight signed the Frenchman as a free agent after his contract at PSG expired last month. Meanwhile, legendary German attacker Thomas Müller has officially announced his retirement from international football. During his 14 years with the national side, the 34-year-old made 131 appearances and was an integral part of the German team that won the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. The first wave of athletes has arrived in Paris ahead of the Olympic Games kickoff. It has learned that 71 British athletes reached Paris along with other Team GB athletes. More than 300 athletes are expected to represent Great Britain at the Olympic Games in Paris. As the highly acclaimed series Stranger Things approaches its conclusion, fans are filled with a mix of emotions. Excitement for the grand finale and sadness at the thought of bidding farewell to their beloved show. Although the trailer for the 5th and final season has not been released yet, Netflix has offered a sneak peek into what's in store through a behind-the-scenes featurette.
This is home. You just remember why you're doing it and how much fun you have.
This is the season the fans have been waiting for. And we hope you're as excited as we are to get to tell the final chapter in this story.
Katrina Kaif gets nostalgic and drops unseen pictures from the sets of Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara as the Hrithik Roshan-Farhan Akhtar star movie recently clocked 13 years. Among the several pictures that Kaif shared, one featured her hugging director Zoya Akhtar, one from the Tomatina festival sequence made it to her gram alongside two pictures seemingly behind the scenes alongside Hrithik Roshan and Farhan Akhtar separately. The last click had the entire crew posing together. Superstar Prabhas's latest offering, Kalki 2898 AD, co-starring Deepika Padukone and Amitabh Bachchan, has been breaking all records at the box office. The film recently entered the 1,000 crore club worldwide. To celebrate the feat, the actor shared a video for his fans and thanked them for making the film a huge hit. He even mentioned that without his fans, he is zero.
Like, sir, I think you're spending too much. You need to. No, he's like, no. We're giving a big hit. So.
The promo of Nagaland's first single is finally out. The first track from the film features Chayan Vikram in tribal spirit amid celebrations. Chayan Vikram dances his heart out to tribal beats in GB Prakash's Miniki Miniki. Bollywood stars Tapsi Pannu and Vikrant Massey are all set to reunite for the second time for the sequel of their super-hit OTT film, Haseen Dilruba. The makers of the much-anticipated film updated fans with the release date of the film for the 9th of August.
9 अगस्त को टपकेगा खून, आएगा कातिलाना मॉनसून।
9 अगस्त की हसीन रात दिलरुबा के साथ।
Now getting you a quick look of actor Janhvi Kapoor and Gulshan Devaya's newly launched trailer from their upcoming movie Ulja. And Jungly Pictures brings in edge of the seat thriller from the world of international diplomacy, a perfect mix of suspense, drama, emotion, action and powerful performances. The movie is set to release on the 2nd of August. Take a look at Ulja's trailer.
There could be a leak. इससे पहले कि कोई बड़ी इंफॉर्मेशन बाहर आ जाए, हमें इन्वेस्टिगेट करना चाहिए सर।
इस इंटेल का सोर्स क्या है?
सेंट स्टीफन एंड हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ी सुहाना भाटिया इस देश की सबसे युवा डेप्यूटी हाई कमिश्नर बनने जा रही हैं। कुछ लोगों का कहना है कि